Hi YouTube and welcome back to my Let's Play The Sims 3 on Saturdays. So Blake decided to go out and go swimming. Actually, I had him go with Riley to go snorkeling, and he decided he wanted to do homework. So he went off to this island and just kind of did his homework for a while. And as a reward, I let him go snorkeling afterwards. Since he has a loves to swim trait, so I figured he might enjoy that. Although the water's a bit cold, you can see one of his things is he's got chattering teeth. So I didn't let him go out here for too long, but obviously he didn't seem to mind it too much because he was enjoying it. But I didn't know what would happen. And he and Riley are the only ones home right now. The three adults at this point are still away on their free vacation. And we'll see what happens when they get back. So yeah, he's tired and he's got chattering teeth. So I think, yeah, at first I was trying to see if I could level up his scuba diving or his snorkeling skills and stuff, but that wasn't happening. He got his first romance and things, but yeah, so I decided, okay, let's, he's obviously not going to go home on his own, so here's the family boat. What's interesting is that he doesn't know how to drive yet, but he knows how to drive a boat. Like, okay. Can't drive a car, but can drive a boat. And then it turns out that there's a problem with where they live right now, because there's no roads on the island that they live on. So there's no place to teach them how to drive a car. So they can't learn to drive from their home lot. So I actually have to take them to one of the bigger islands in order to have them be taught. Just because there's not a road in front of their house, as you can see here. And they're not smart enough to figure out, oh, well, let's just take the kids over to the island with the road. You actually have to take them over there first and then do the teach to drive interaction. Oh, yes, and Riley decided to sleep in Blake's bed, and apparently I'm able to get Blake to sleep in his bed with her. Very often, if a couple isn't like going steady or whatever. I mean, they've only just they're romantic interests at this point, and that's it. But apparently, I guess maybe because they're also best friends, that it's okay to share a bed. I'm not quite sure, but at any rate, they did that. And then Riley was feeling kind of lonely. Apparently, she's a social butterfly, so I had her chat when she woke up, just to kind of give her some of the social interaction she wanted. And I asked last week if anyone thought I should change either of their outfits. And the feedback I got was that for Blake, to maybe change up his outfits a little bit. I kept his pajamas, but I changed most of his other outfits and things, because they were pretty bad. You can see here, like, you know, he's dressed up as a Indiana Jones type explorer person, so I thought, oh yeah, and then he has a second outfit here, which, like, that just screams total dork. So anyway, here's his new everyday outfit. There's his formal outfit. I kept his hair the same though. There's his exercise, swimwear, and then outerwear. There you go. So that's how he's going to be dressed going forward. But like I said, I kept his pajamas the same because I actually had no problem with the way his pajamas looked. And then with Riley later on, you'll see the only change I make for her, because the feedback was to keep her outfits the same because she was an imaginary friend. It would be interesting to kind of see how her wardrobe changes over time as she gets older and stuff. But I did change her formal wear, because you'll see in a bit that her formal wear was just absolutely hideous. And these two are actually going to be going to prom in the next episode or two. I'm hoping to get it in the next episode. It doesn't happen with this one, but you can see here that they're a little bit like his mom and dad. They can't keep their hands off each other, so. Obviously, he likes her a lot, but, you know, he's known her kind of, sort of, technically since he was a baby. So, that would make having a relationship with her a lot easier if you know each other, especially since as soon as he became a child, she became alive. She wasn't real yet, she was still an imaginary friend, but she was alive in terms of could actually talk to him and that kind of thing. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, there's a spring festival going on. He wants to play in a pool waterfall. There's all sorts of things that he wants to do, and I'm trying to find time to let him do all these things while he's still a teenager and stuff, and let him have some fun and things. Both of them kind of had a wish of an after-school job, and I decided no, because I just can't. I have a hard time managing teens and letting them do all the fun things that a teen should do, while also trying to be a student and working a job and doing their homework. I mean, it's literally they go to school, job, homework, eat, sleep, and then repeat, and then it just gets kind of boring. I mean, heck, if I was a teen, I'd be, you know, not too happy about that kind of a schedule either. So, although to be perfectly honest, I did have that kind of a schedule. Okay. So, they just got into a relationship. Sorry. So they're going steady now, and she just dip kissed him. I thought that's kind of funny because I didn't ask her to, but because she's in a relationship with him and he's a 3-star celebrity already, it automatically makes her a 3-star celebrity as well, which I thought was interesting. So they're both kind of famous, and I think they both have the same lifetime wish. Or she doesn't have one yet, but she will. But I think they ultimately end up with the same lifetime wish of basically lifestyles of the rich and famous, having at least $100,000 net worth plus maxing out the celebrity stars to 5 stars. So, and since they're both 3-star already and they're only teens at this point, I figure they might have a chance. I could always have them, you know, go clubbing and stuff, but I might wait until they're young adults for that. I am debating whether or not I should send either one or both to college. I mean, we've kind of already done the university thing with this series and stuff, and it might be interesting to see them at university together, because they would definitely end up having to go together. I don't even know if I can get them to go together, though, just because of the fact that when you enroll in university, it just, whichever sim is at university just kind of goes off on their own. So I don't know if I can have, like, the sim attend university with or not. So that's an interesting question. So I may not end up doing that. If their lifestyles of the rich and famous and all that stuff, they might just... oh yeah, here's Riley and her outfit. So, but yes, I'm not sure what I want to do yet with that once they get to be young adults, and I'll actually have to remember to let them graduate high school first. Oh yeah, see how hideous her formal outfit is? It's just absolutely, like, there's just no way. So here I picked this dress for her, and I decided just to add a little touch of pink to it. Which is kind of like from her regular outfits and stuff. She has a lot of pink, and so I thought, you know, I'll do a touch of pink on the shoulders. And then I hated the shoes. The shoes really don't fit her at all, and ultimately I end up getting her a pair of pink sneakers, basically, and I think the pink sneakers look really good on her. Yeah, there we go. And they kind of allude a little bit back to her imaginary friend life, you know, her previous life as a doll, so to speak. And it kind of still works with the dress. Okay, so all the adults are back, that being Mom and Dad and Simbot. And the only thing that happened this time, so you notice that that the Simbot that we have here, she didn't change skin or anything or become human looking like the last Simbot that Arya knew when she was a child. These new futuristic Simbots apparently are more sophisticated and don't do that. But her name changed, oddly enough. So if you recall last episode, I changed her name to Sona, and it changed back to Rach again. And I'm like, well, that's weird. So you won't see me change it. I'm probably not going to include the footage, but I will have to change her name back to Sona again. So here, Riley is meeting the parents for the first time and just kind of getting to know them and chit-chatting and stuff. And she seems to get along with Arya just fine, and she also gets along with Jeffrey just fine. So everything seems to be working out just fine. Alright, so here we are at the Spring Festival. I have Blake asking his mom to teach him how to drive while I'm sending off Riley on an Easter egg hunt, basically. And I don't have a ton of footage of the learning how to drive interaction just because I ended up focusing more on other people, but yeah, so basically he started learning how to drive, but he hasn't finished yet. And I'm not entirely sure if he will or not. But anyway, this is the next morning. He's getting ready to go to school, and we've got this new device in the house that's supposed to help you get ready to go to school, to work, whatever. And so, like, whatever needs you have. So here you can see it's just sort of force-feeding him really quickly food. I thought this was hilarious. It's just like smashing food into his face, and it's alleviating his hunger. And then he's got to go to the bathroom, so it floats him up in the air and brings down a toilet, and he can just go to the toilet right there, right out in the open in the middle of everything. I had no idea that that's what this thing did, but I thought that was kind of hilarious. And the other people are like just leaving for work because things are late. Oh yeah, now it's showering him as well. But this thing ends up being a complete failure. It doesn't even transport him to school and stuff like it's supposed to. So, anyway. And also, my computer is still having some glitches. I eventually need a new gaming system because my system is just really starting to hang a lot during games nowadays. Apologize for that. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me this week. If you like this video, please like it, please subscribe. And until next week, take care. Bye-bye.